guys, I'm Alastair from Trail and Kale, and this is my Brooks Hyperion Elite 4 review. First off, a little bit about these shoes then. I mean, what are they for? Who are they for? Well, they are a race day super shoe, meaning they've got a carbon fibre plate in them, and they're for racing. So anything from 5 kilometers up to marathon distance, these shoes are fast. Right then, I'm just going to sit down and give you this review. Just been running super fast, faster than tempo. So yeah, this is probably a good position for me to actually show you the shoes as well. So let's go over some of the key statistics of them first. First off, how much do they cost? Well, they are $250, which is to be expected for a super shoe like this. How do they fit? How do they feel? Well, fit-wise, they are true to size, so go with your usual sizing with these guys. I would say they're medium width as well. I've got medium width feet, and the lacing system allows me to get a really nice snug fit in there with enough room inside the toe box as well. They have a neutral support, so no additional support if you have pronation issues or anything like that. And they have a good amount of cushioning. I would say there's medium amount of cushioning in these shoes. Brooks do say they've got pretty much max cushioning on their site, but that's not the case. And finally, they've got an 8mm drop, and they weigh 7.6 ounces. I'll put grams up there now for the guys who like grams. Okay, now let's get straight into some of the features that I like about these shoes, and then I'll go over some of the things that I feel could be improved for the next version. So the Hyperion Elite version 4 is a really nice shoe. It's very fast. And I guess the first thing to point out would be the carbon plate and the midsole foam. So Brooks do say it is a very cushioned running shoe, but I would say it's more firm and kind of medium cushioning. So if you take a look here, you can see there's a pretty good stack height in there, not a huge amount. But where you get the firmness, I guess, would be from this Speedvault Plus carbon fibre plate. So there's a huge hole cut out of the midsole there, which saves the shoe some weight, but also lets you see that carbon fibre plate, which I really like. So they got a really nice feel right out of the box, and I'm going to say just in general these are probably one of the nicest fitting super shoes that I've actually ever reviewed. I really like how they feel. The lacing system feels great as well when it's done up. Hopefully you can see here, I really like these laces, kind of like lacy like laces. I've seen them on some Nike Next Percent shoes and some other brands I can't remember off the top of my head, but I really like the way they stay done up because of this kind of pattern on it, so they don't come undone when you're running. I really like that. The upper has incredible durability and also breathability. So it's made of this interesting material, I'm not sure what it is, but it's very strong. And look at the size of these holes. I mean, you can see my red socks through there. That's how breathable it is. And I love how that feels when you're running. There's lots of airflow. I'm able to regulate temperature for my feet really nicely, which is important if you're running fast and using a race day shoe. Your feet are going to get hotter than usual, so you need that good breathability. Continuing with the upper, I really like these pillow kind of suede-like cushions inside the shoe. I'll put a picture up the top of the screen now just so you can see what that looks like on the inside. But basically it's a pillowed cushion that wraps around your Achilles and your ankles and locks your feet in place. That feels really nice. There isn't a gap at the back for your Achilles like the Hoka Cielo X1 integrated into their shoes, but to be honest, these cushions feel really good on my Achilles and I'm not feeling any pressure on the Achilles at all. So Brooks has done a really good job on fit and comfort with these shoes. I forgot to mention on the midsole, Brooks are using the DNA Flash nitrogen injected midsole foam, and it's got awesome response. Feels really good, super fast. That does have a little downside, which I'll go into in my areas for improvement in just a second. The tongue is also really nice. It's got a little bit of padding in it. It's kind of gusseted, so it fits around this section of the front of your foot really nicely. Stays in place because there's a nice loop there as well. And of course it's got that breathability as well that you see in the toe box. That's all over the shoe. And there's even a little finger loop at the back. Here it is. So if you have the smallest, tiniest of fingers in the world, this finger loop is for you. I can barely get my finger in. Kind of negates the reason for it. It does kind of work if you poke your little finger in there. And it makes it nice and easy to slip on. Some super shoes at the moment have been a bit of a nightmare to actually slip on. These are super easy. I really like that about them as well. If you're enjoying this review, please give it a like and subscribe to this channel for more running shoe reviews just like this one. And if you haven't checked out trailandkale.com before, definitely head over there next after watching this. It's a website designed to help you run your best through our free training plans, running 101 advice, and running shoe reviews just like this one. So there really aren't that many downsides to the shoe that I've actually found. I'm really loving them. But one of the things, I guess you could say, would be the width underneath the heel. It's actually quite narrow, so you do lose some stability if you are landing closer to your heel than your forefoot. So I feel like that could be maybe widened a little bit to give the shoe some more stability. That would be really nice. And then the other thing is, I feel like maybe they could have a little bit more cushioning underfoot. Just a touch more. I really like how responsive they are, but just a little bit more cushioning would make them an even better racing shoe for marathon distance. As it is, these would be super, super awesome for 5Ks to half marathons for me. But if I'm going to be racing a marathon, I'm probably going to take the Hoka Cielo X1s or the Rocket X2s, or maybe the Nike Alpha Fly version 3. So that's really it. These shoes really are very good, really, really fun to run in. I love what Brooks have done with them. I've seen a lot of great things coming out from Brooks lately, like the Ghost Max, the Hyperion Max as well is an awesome shoe. So they're onto good things, and yeah, loving what they're doing so far. If you're familiar with Brooks as well, if you use them, if they're your favorite running brand, let me know in the comments down below. I want to know which running shoes you run in. Okay then, so are the Brooks Hyperion Elite version 4 worth the money? They're $250, they're a super shoe. All super shoes are pretty much $250 and above. But are these ones worth it? Yes, they are worth it. If you're used to Brooks running shoes, you're going to love the fit. Like I said earlier, this is probably one of the most comfortable super shoes I reviewed. They probably align very closely to the Hoka Rocket X2 and the Cielo X1, which I just reviewed about a week ago. Check that one out if you're looking for a super shoe as well. That's super, super, super shoe that you need to go try out if you haven't before. But this one feels more traditional. So anyone who doesn't want anything too wacky, they just want something they're kind of familiar with, but turbocharged with a carbon fiber plate that will help you run faster up to marathon distance. If you're okay with the firm ride, then definitely give them a try. Give them a try out. I think you'll really enjoy these ones. Well, thanks again for watching this Brooks Hyperion Elite 4 review. I'll catch you on the next one.